Well, that particular group are recovering addicts, so alcohol and drug addicts, and they are those ages, and they are on their path to recovery. So part of what they want to do is in that program is to teach them life skills so that when they get out on their own, they're able to cope better and survive out there. I think some sections mean more to people than others, but that's just going to be normal. And I get comments, good class, or that was interesting, or I never thought about that, but it's not consistent. So it really relates back to whether somebody gets something out of that particular section or not. For example, there's some people that they have had experience with credit card debt, or they've had experience where they've been broke, or they've had experience where somebody did something to them that was dishonest, and so they've experienced those things. So when you get to those sections, they can talk about it, and I generally ask if anybody has any stories they want to share, and a lot of times they do. Well, we're not talking about super rich people that have tons of money that can afford to spend what they want. Anybody that makes a huge amount of money every year, they can go buy coffee every day, and they can go out to restaurants, and they can buy the newest phones and the newest shoes and all these kind of things. But somebody that's just starting out, that's recovering, or that's a young person that's trying to get started in life, needs to be really disciplined so that they think about what's most important first and then do the things they want to do later. So being able to discern between a need and a want gives them the ability to learn that discipline and then take the extra money and save it so that they have something in case of an emergency first, in case they get laid off and they don't have a job for a while, and then later on for savings, for retirement, for buying a house, or whatever might happen in their future. And the example of doubling a penny doubling every day versus getting $1 million right now, is that example is just to point out that you might not know as much about finances as you think you do. It's just a fun example. It was just, the book's written in sort of a somewhat fun way. It's not really a lecture, and and that was designed to open people's eyes and think, wow, I never really thought about that. And if you have a 31-day month, it's over $5 million. That's a lot. Yeah. But you generally don't have 100% compounding every day.
Right.
So, regular bank accounts or investment accounts are compounding at much lower rates, but still you can double your money in just a short period of time if you allow it to compound. But the main thing is that about this whole thing is that when you get started and you first start working, you're most likely going to accumulate a lot of credit card debt because you want to buy furniture, you want to go here, you want to do things, you want to do what your friends are doing, and that's great, except that they're probably all in debt too. And that's fine too, as long as your income keeps rising and you can pay it off. But the facts are that the average American family can't come up with $400 or $500 in an emergency, cash. And that the average person...
That's not your stat, right?
No, but the average person in America that retires doesn't have $10,000 to retire on in addition to Social Security. That's a tragedy, and it's going to make their life difficult. So the whole point of the book is to take control of their life. You don't have to do anything. There's no reason that nobody's forcing you to do anything. It depends on whether you want to have a more easy time in your life or you want to have a rougher time of it. If you want to be able to handle an emergency and have the funds to do it, or you have to go borrowing money from people and get in more debt. It's just a matter of choices. So if the person wants to do that and they think that that's a smart idea, then they're going to follow the topics and advice in the book. And if they don't, they don't. There's nothing I can do about that. All I want to do is to put it out there so that people could take advantage of it.